close-up and personal look inside the world of undefeated boxing champion Floyd Mayweather as he prepares to face what could be his toughest opponent yet, Robert Guerrero. See how this boxing legend has battled demons, faced adversity.
My mother was on drugs. My dad went to prison.
And emerged a champion. Mayweather, an intimate look, next.
My mom used to always tell me, Floyd, you're special. You're different from the other kids. I never knew what she meant. I never knew what she meant. She said, you'll see one day. You know, you'll see one day what I mean. One day you'll see.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. knows he's special. He's the best pound-for-pound boxer in the sport. Undefeated. 43-0. He walks through life with a wink and a smile. A cross-cultural icon who dominates and agitates with an almost unnatural air of self-confidence.
Hey, listen to me. Mayweather's a fighter. He's a great fighter. He doesn't think about losing. You see a guy who is a perfectionist, a guy with heart, a guy with bravado, a guy with personality. He's one of the best.
He's the best boxer on the planet. And then he's an entertainer. Not just a boxer, not just a champion, but also he's the #1 entertainer.
Flashy, the flamboyant Floyd Mayweather. That's what the people want. The people want entertainment. And I like to give the people what they want to see.
Is it Justin Bieber? What is he doing in a dressing room with Floyd Mayweather? It was just sort of weird to see him like carrying the belt. At first I thought, you know, there's like some kid carrying Floyd's belt. Who is that little kid carrying Floyd's belt? You know, but it was Justin Bieber. It shows the level of celebrity that he's reached.
I went teardrop, Gucci up top, Louis down bottom. I'm rocked up, my wrist is rocked up like a bodybuilder. Yeah.
I'm be flashy. Them boys can't pass me. I'm getting that cash. I'm whooping their ass. That boy, he living that flash.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. throwing his money around and flashing the diamonds and the bling and this and that and the entourage. It's very believable.
Floyd Mayweather is a walking, talking, money-making machine. A multi-million-dollar brand. In 2012, with earnings that approach $100 million, no other athlete on the planet was any better at cashing in on his talent or his personality. Which is often tough to defend and easy to criticize.
Money Mayweather is a villain. Obviously, a lot of people don't like that character. I think there are certain aspects of the character that I find distasteful. I have written columns where I've taken him to task for the things that he's tweeted or said.
One one of the kings of the money team, your man Floyd Money Mayweather. We're on our way to the fight.
You know, and I understand that whenever he does that, it's always around a pay-per-view. You know, it's always in promoting, you know, a fight.
People are entitled to feel however they want to feel. I can care less what someone says about Floyd Mayweather. I live for me.
It's much easier to see the cars, the house, the money, the fame, everything that comes along with that. But you can't get that without having that almost maniacal drive to do it year after year after year.
Ultimately, what Floyd Mayweather does is box. Outside the ring, money might talk. But when that bell rings, it's showtime.
Floyd Mayweather wants to be, you must watch TV. When the guy said, tonight I'm paying, I want to see Mayweather lose. Keep paying. Get another guy say, I'm paying to see Mayweather win. Keep paying. Love me or hate me, you're gonna watch me. Love me or hate me, you're gonna watch me.
Grand Rapids, Michigan is a typical Midwestern blue-collar city, 2 hours west of Detroit. It's the birthplace and hometown of superstar boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr., who by most accounts had a rather typical childhood along with his large and close extended family.
I'm the oldest granddaughter of the family, so I did a lot of the babysitting for all the young kids. The one thing I enjoyed about babysitting for Floyd was because he always made it entertaining and his daddy paid very well. Our relationship grew close because I would always take all my younger cousins skating every Saturday. And that was one thing that he enjoyed doing as a child, was to skate. The one thing I remember about Floyd is he was kind of obnoxious to all the other kids. Like she said, that he would always have pranks. I just remember a time when I was working at Chuck E. Cheese. My little tips I would win on the weekend, he would be like, Nell, let's go play dice. Let's go shoot dice. I'm like, okay. And he was 11. I was 16. He would win all my tips shooting dice. And I would tell him, I'm going to tell Mario if you don't give me back my money. And he's like, well, if you tell her, she's going to know you were shooting dice too. So he always had an angle, always up to no good.
Floyd Mayweather was born into a boxing family, influenced by two dynamic figures: his father, Floyd Sr., a successful professional, and his uncle, Roger, a former welterweight champion.
You know, it's something that all I can say, I guess it's in the blood.
2 or 3 years old, his dad used to take him and bring him in the gym and hold him up and hit the speed bag.
When I was like 4 or 5, I used to stand on a chair and hit the speed bag.
And of course, the coveted gold gloves he's wearing right here. An amazing feat when you consider this was little Floyd's first amateur tournament.
He was throwing the hook good as any pro. I'm just saying the way he was throwing, he was hitting the dough knives. You know, he used to hit the dough knives, throw uppercuts, hooks, and you know, he was just so high in the dough knife about right there where he was. And man, I mean, like, he was throwing uppercuts, hooks.
He would jog for miles. I mean, miles. His dad would just ride along. And I say that he would say, if I quit, then my dad's going to call me a punk. And I'm like, well, just tell him. He's like, no, I can't tell him. You tell him. We started calling Big Floyd Joe Jackson because it was to the point where Floyd just ate, slept, and drank boxing. That's what his life was consumed of.
They go to the gym in the morning and they stay till night. So it was hard on him. He didn't ever get to play that much. Like other kids did, he didn't.
I started taking him all over the place. He's beating everybody, everywhere.
He would come in the gym as a young boy, 11, 12 years old. He was doing things that you would see an 18, 19, 20-year-old do.
I want to thank the good man upstairs for giving me this opportunity to win the national championship. And second of all, I want to thank my father.
He's the best in the Midwest, I must confess. For all the rest, is no contest.
But there was also a dark side to Floyd's childhood. With a drug-addicted mother and a father who always seemed to find trouble. The Mayweather household was a dangerous place. When Floyd Jr. was only 1, the elder Mayweather was shot in the leg during a family dispute, holding Floyd in his arms when the bullets flew.
I seen a little bit of everything. Seen shootouts, been in the middle of shootouts. When my dad was hustling, doing his thing, I seen my dad sell my mother drugs. And things happen. You know, that was my life then.
Years later, when Floyd was 16 years old, the older Mayweather found trouble again when he was arrested for selling drugs.
It was a bad, hard thing for me. I ended up going to prison. I did 3.5 years. I thought about my son a whole lot. I took the bitter with the sweet, man. I mean, you know, my son was doing good.
My dad was locked up. My dad was locked up in the feds. I had to become a man at a young age, at 16. At 16, I had to provide for myself. Had to make a way for myself. And every day, all I did was continue to dedicate myself to my craft, which was boxing. Get rides to the gym any way I can. If I had to take a bus, sometimes the snow came up past my knees. I was carrying a heavy bag on my back just to get to the gym, just to make things happen.
Where you at, little Floyd?
Right here.
Okay, there you are with the crisscross.
Working the whole time.
What color? Red, green, yellow, black. What happened to the shoes, Floyd?
I'm in the house.
Okay, crisscross to make you jump. Okay. All right.
With his father in prison and boxing his outlet, Floyd dedicated himself to the sport that was becoming his destiny. Encouraged by his grandmother Bernice, who had stepped in for his absent mother and father.
He said, we were poor, but she still took care of us.
She raised me. Her name is Bernice Mayweather. She a great lady. She a rock. She's strong. She always took my side. He don't got to work. All he need to do is focus on going to school and going to the boxing gym. He don't have to focus on nothing else. He's going to be champion. And my grandmother believed in me. That's why, you know, whatever she want, I give to her. Whatever she want.
So when he was able, Floyd happily moved his grandmother from the small, cramped house on Adams Street, where she raised 2 generations of Mayweathers, to a larger, nicer home in Grand Rapids she could call her own.
I love this house. I do love it. It's large. It's got 5 bedrooms and 4 baths. I do love it. So I got everything a poor lady could have. I guess I'm a happy lady.
The talent that Floyd Mayweather now shows as a professional was evident early in his amateur career. From 1993 through 1996, Mayweather was a Golden Gloves winner in 3 separate weight classes. Even more remarkable, he was a teenager fighting in open classes against much older opponents.
He won the national senior Golden Gloves. He was only 15, 16 years old. When you 15, 16 years old, you fight in the Junior Olympics. Floyd fought in the senior Golden Gloves. He fight men, and he won the national title.
He looked like a little boy out there, but he was just a cut above the rest of them.
Right then, you knew that this was a guy, he was 106 pounds, toothpicks for legs, had a fade haircut, and stood out. He knew immediately right then that Olympics and World Championships were his future.
Here's some of his old trophies that he's asked me to ship for him. He started really young. Golden Gloves from 1993. Golden Gloves City Champion. It's kind of amateur trophies. I mean, as much as he come here on that private jet, I just say put him on that jet and take him with you, but I think he likes him here. I think like this is his roots. They've been at his grandmother's for all these years. Why move him now? When I got married, or was getting ready to get married, he said, no, are you going to take his last name? Because if you do, you know you're not going to be famous anymore. Because watch, one day I'm going to make the Mayweather name a household name. That's just what he told me, and he was all of 16.
Floyd emerged on the national stage at the Olympics in 1996. But his dream of winning a gold medal ended with a bitter and controversial loss in the semifinals.
What do you have there?
Bronze medal from the Olympics.
No, Floyd doesn't have this at his house.
Well, I think because he said he was deserving of the gold and didn't want the bronze, and instantly he turned around and gave it to my grandmother and said, I don't want no parts of it.
He is from Grand Rapids, Michigan, now residing right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is a 1996 Olympic medalist for the United States of America, making his professional debut, introducing Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
With his Uncle Roger in his corner as his trainer, 19-year-old Floyd Mayweather made his professional debut on October 11, 1996.
Some numbers in round number 1.
Making quick work of Robert Apodaca in 2 rounds.
This one has been stopped in round number 2.
As a professional, Mayweather quickly proved to be boxing-wise, well beyond his years.
Everybody could see the kid was special. Very fast on his feet, could move in and out of position very well.
He knew how to slip punches. He'd step to one side and the other, and he'd pivot around.
Catching punches, blocking punches, rolling punches, slipping.
Does this guy have like ESP or something? Can he read minds? He was born to box.
You look at the smile, it lights up the arena. Some say he's arrogant. He says he's confident. Round 4, scheduled for 10.
Just 2 years into his career, the man known as Pretty Boy was a charismatic star.
Came out, you showboated a little bit earlier. You do that, that's part of your thing. Obviously, it rankled the crowd a little bit. They weren't thrilled with that.
That's what sells tickets. And I'm here to sell tickets. You know, I'm a performer. That's what I do. I sell myself.
At just 21, Mayweather was named Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year, along with Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson. He was the youngest ever to hold that honor. Clear recognition of a talented fighter with a unique style.
You have to appreciate Mayweather more every time you see him. It's something special. He's something special. He really is.
Very quick, lightning fast. Just an instinctive defensive fighter.
For him to get away with it because he's so fast with his hands. And there he shows his foot speed.
Just a talent along the lines of like a Sugar Ray Leonard.
Floyd is a technician. He positions himself and he waits for you. He's patient. He's a counterpuncher. He's a boxer. He reminds me of his father. I fought his father back in 1978. My son fights just like him with that unorthodox way of blocking and being defensive.
You watch Mayweather with the shoulder roll, everything off the shoulder.
He did come out with the defensive style and the shoulder roll that the Mayweathers use to protect his chin, keep his chin down.
You get the shoulder, he gets the jaw.
He's a fighter who is very skillful. He can adjust to any style. He has passion for the game.
As crazy as that guy is, he could fight.
Already acknowledged as a defensive genius, as the wins and the world titles piled up, Floyd became even more confident and aggressive in the ring.
He's incredibly accurate, and he lands a high percentage of punches. Guys are getting hit. They're getting tagged in substantial spots on their body. They're being targeted.
Mayweather is just so slick. Look at this guy.
Got to have a brain. You got to have a great chin. You got to have heart. You got to have the three. Those three things you have to have.
In 2006, 10 years after he climbed into the ring as a professional, Floyd Mayweather ended his business relationship with promoter Bob Arum.
When I went to Top Rank, I was young, and their whole focus was Oscar De La Hoya. He was the cash cow.
Floyd was always frustrated with Bob Arum. The promoters saying, wait your turn. Oscar was the pay-per-view star. I'm promoting to an Hispanic market with him. Not too familiar with the African-American market, which Floyd wanted to be in the African-American market. He just chafed at being under that bridle, to be held back, because he knew that he should be a star.
Bob Arum wanted me to be a certain way. And I wanted to do things my way. So that's why we kept bumping heads. But finally, when I got free and became my own boss, I done things my way.
After he got out of his Top Rank contract, he made the decision to become his own boss. We formed Mayweather Promotions, and that was the best move he could have ever made.
As he started to see the freedom and started to figure out, wait, I can do this, I can make decisions for my own career, my own life, he really started to see this other Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to be called pretty boy anymore.
You can call me money.
I'll make it rain all day long. My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather. My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather.
Money is the guy. I'm raking in all the dough. I'm raking in all the cash.
We hit them good today, baby.
Young Money, Lil Wayne, then the music drop. I make it snow, I make it flurry.
Money Mayweather talks trash and belittles people and throws money into crowds. Draws attention.
You always say you just let it start today, brother. We know this is called a sandwich.
In truth, not everyone is charmed by money. A trash-talking character who sometimes pushes the limits of civility with antics that often feel too real.
The character Money Mayweather, it is what it is. It's a character. It's business. It's just like in the movies. You know, you have a good guy and you have a bad guy. Floyd has no problem with accepting and embracing the villain role.
Money isn't everything. Money is the only thing.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, he might be the villain, but he's also the banker.
Young Money, Lil Wayne, then the music drop. I make it snow.
In 2007, leading up to his career-defining fight with Oscar De La Hoya, Money Mayweather was given a national platform on a revolutionary 24-hour reality series that changed the way pay-per-view fights were promoted.
It was a genius move in terms of marketing a fight. You have the good guy, you have the bad guy.
I'm at the top. When I'm at the top, I ain't trying to look at who's behind me. I'm leading the way.
How can this young guy come and disrespect, you know, the golden boy?
Making a toast to me kicking Oscar ass.
How can this young, flashy guy come and talk all that trash about Oscar?
I'm a razzle. I'ma dazzle. I'ma be flashy. Them boys can't pass me.
People were taken back by that, but then, on the other hand, there was a lot of people who were entertained by it.
My oldest daughter was in college at the time, and she didn't follow boxing, didn't know Oscar de la Hoya from Oscar Madison. She didn't know Floyd from Floyd the Barber, but she got into the show. And so she's like, wow, I really want to know what happens when these two guys fight.
The crowd is going bonkers. He's going to be wearing a Mexican hat. Independence weekend. And wearing the colors of the Mexican flag. And this man is basically taunting. He thinks that he can intimidate Oscar de la Hoya. Undefeated.
By the time they stepped into the ring, Mayweather and De La Hoya had created the most lucrative fight in boxing history.
All business on his face. Here we go.
I had this perfect game plan, go in there, try to match his speed, try to match his timing with punches. But the fact that he knew how to get inside my head, I wanted to knock his head off.
De La Hoya on him again, and his fight plan is starting to work. He's backing him up. He caught him. Look at him smiling. He loves it. Look at him grinning.
The fact that he knew how to do that took me out of my game plan. I went in there for the kill.
Oscar de La Hoya is on him. Mayweather just smiles at him.
He knew how to counterpunch me. He knew how to take his time.
And he pays. This is vintage Floyd Mayweather. What a fight!
Floyd won a close fight on a split decision. But both fighters were financial winners. A record 2.4 million pay-per-view buys led to a total take of more than $120 million.
Winner by a split decision and remains undefeated. A brilliant, brilliant fight.
The finances of boxing would never be the same.
For me, it was a bittersweet moment because, yes, it holds and it stands as the biggest event in boxing history. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I lost the fight. And I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
Me and Oscar both, by us fighting, we done a good thing for the sport, as far as keeping the sport of boxing alive.
7 months after beating Oscar de la Hoya, Floyd Mayweather returned to the ring and handed Ricky Hatton a vicious beating.
His legs are still up there. Floyd knows it. This is the beginning of the end. You don't let him off. It's all over. The fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has stopped Ricky Hatton in the 10th round to retain the WBC and Ring Magazine Welterweight Championship of the world.
At age 30, he was now 39-0, and at the top of his profession. But it was still Manny Pacquiao who many considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Putting the sport's two biggest names in the ring could have generated the most anticipated and lucrative fight in boxing history. But the road from verbal sparring to actual fighting was filled with many obstacles. Negotiations for a Mayweather-Pacquiao fight quickly fell apart due to disagreements over drug testing. So despite the staggering financial temptation, the fight that everyone wanted to see was never made.
Floyd can't make Pacquiao fight him. You have to have a contract, and he has to sign a contract so they can come together and breach to say that they're going to fight.
That particular fight didn't happen for X reasons, and I can tell you it wasn't his fault. But people are going to judge him for that fight not taking place.
No matter what happens, I'm in a no-win situation. No matter what happens, I can't even address the Pacquiao fight no more. People already have their mind made up. Oh, Floyd didn't want to fight this guy.
I think history will look back and say, what a missed opportunity. What an opportunity for Floyd to grab hold of that #1 spot, you know, with like a death grip and just hold on and say, you know, why would you ever doubt that I was the best boxer in the game?
Mixed reactions by the crowd. They love to see this guy, but as he said himself, some come to see me lose, some come to see me win. So comes the speedy.
After Hatton, 21 months were passed before Floyd entered the ring again against Juan Manuel Marquez. Mayweather dominated Marquez for the 40th win of his undefeated career, but his 41st would not be as easy.
All right, this is what we came for. The hair's standing up on the back of my neck. The chills are running down my arm, and the crowd is in hopeful anticipation.
I'm really nervous, so I have about 3 or 4 shots before I go to the fights. And you would think he's never lost. Why are you nervous? At the Sugar Shane fight, I think I almost fainted when he was buckled.
Oh my God. I said, oh my God. I said, I can't believe this. I was just gone. I said, this ain't for real. He was just like, he gonna get knocked out. But he did, I don't know whatever he did. He got himself back together.
In the second round of his fight against Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd was rocked by several hard punches which left him on the brink of being knocked out for the first time in his career.
Shane almost knocked him out. I mean, he wobbled him, and had Shane been able to follow up with more punches, who knows? We could have seen Floyd on the canvas.
You're going to get hit, whether you like it or not. And if you do get hit, you got to be able to take it, just like when Shane hit me. You know, I bounced back like a true champion and did what I had to do.
Stunned but determined, Mayweather found a way to survive the worst round of his career.
Look at Floyd talking to him. I have no idea what they're saying.
Battering Mosley the rest of the way to win a unanimous decision in convincing form.
He took a tremendous shot from a tremendous fighter. He was hurt bad. He was hurt bad. And he recovered on his own, because you can't teach that. You can't teach that intestinal fortitude. That fight there showed me that Floyd Mayweather could fight in any era. It took that reservoir of strength, that hidden reservoir of strength that we all have, but we all can't activate it. The great ones can't activate it.
In September of 2011, 16 months after nearly tasting defeat, Floyd fought the WBC welterweight champion Victor Ortiz.
Whatever he felt he should have done to win, that's what he did. Everything else is going to play out like it plays out. I was just out there to just do what I do, fight.
Angered by Ortiz's intentional headbutt, what Mayweather did next caused his reputation to take a hit.
There's a little bit of bad sportsmanship there, but then again, protect yourself at all times.
As Ortiz tries to sportsmanship, Mayweather makes him pay. What a rookie mistake there by Ortiz. It's up to 7 and 8. He's up to make it. 9 and 10. It's all over. He's still.
You keep your hands up. My first words out of my mouth were protect yourself at all times, you blew it, kid. It's a live prize fight. Time's in. Don't look at the ref. Don't look at the judges. Don't look at your mother. Don't look at the corner. Look at the guy with the gloves in front of you. If you don't, what happens, happens. And it happened.
When Floyd Mayweather came to court today, it literally took about 5 minutes before he was taken away in handcuffs. Then he was sent here to the Clark County Detention Center.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., 10F17453X.
Justice of the Peace Melissa Saragosa wasted no time having court-martialed escort Mayweather to start his 87-day sentence.
In June of 2012, Floyd Mayweather began serving time for the domestic battery of Josie Harris, the mother of 3 of his children.
Your first time facing a situation, you go into solitary confinement for 60+ days. That's a traumatic experience for anyone, you know. So I think he handled it definitely as best as he could. You know, he sucked it up and did what he needed to do. He served the time.
There's nothing cool about being locked up. There's nothing cool about losing your freedom. I like to go and come as I please. I like being in my children's life. I love my family. I don't want to do it again. I mean, I have a great life, and I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed to be where I'm at.
2 months later, Mayweather walked out of prison with both a renewed appreciation for all he's accomplished and a new sense of purpose for his craft. Going forward, he insisted that his Uncle Roger remain in his corner, and for the first time in more than 10 years, he asked his father to return to the Mayweather family business. Once again, training his son despite their turbulent, on-again, off-again, complex relationship.
It's easy for me to come back to my own kid. You know, that's my bloodline, man. I'm just enjoying what's going on right now. I'm enjoying my son right now.
I'm glad my father is back. I chose him to come back into my life to help me. My dad only wants the best from me. And he's my trainer, and I have to listen to my trainer when I'm in that gym. He don't want to see his son take any punishment. Who wants to see their loved one or their child take punishment? How can you be mad with someone that wants to help you, that only wants the best for you? And sometimes we tend to bump heads because my dad sees things one way and I see things another way. That's life.
The opponent for Mayweather's 44th professional fight, Robert Guerrero, knows all too well about life and how it sometimes gets in the way. In 2010, Guerrero chose to put his career on hold to be side by side with his wife, Casey, who was battling for her life, fighting leukemia.
My normal weight was 125, and then all the way from 125, boom, to 98 pounds in a couple days. My children are so little, they needed their mom, you know? I was always gone, like months at a time in the hospital. I'm going in to fight for my life. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna come out as a fighter.
She's learned a lot from boxing and, being by my side, seeing how I train, how I work. And then also, I learned a huge amount just from her. The way she would go in there, fearless. Every time it came up where she had to do some kind of chemo or bone marrow transplant, let's do it. We got to get it done, let's do it. Hey, let's go to camp, we got to train. We got to get ready for this fight. After watching what Casey had to go through, boxing's it's a privilege, it's an honor to do.
As Guerrero gets ready for his biggest professional challenge, there's very little that Floyd Mayweather can do to unnerve him. That's not going to stop Floyd from trying.
He breaks people down mentally. How he bullies them with words and money and this and that and materialistic things.
Step to the table. Come on, step to the table. This gonna be my spot. I'm coming close. I made for it. It's me and you. Just like that. It's me and you. It's me and you.
But you ain't scaring me. You ain't intimidating me. I've been through so much in life. I always go into a fight tunnel vision. When I start getting into that zone, I get into that zone. And that's a zone that's hard to break. The determination and the dedication I have to go out there, not just to beat Floyd, but to just be that shining light in boxing.
For nearly 15 years, Floyd Mayweather has been at the pinnacle of his sport, holder of 8 world titles in 5 different weight classes. Intent on remaining undefeated. And as he looks to build on his legacy, his trademark intensity and focus is once again on display.
I'm on to a new phase in my life. I'm ready. When you come into my domain, it's a different world. It's a different world. When it's a fight of this magnitude, I've been here before, so I know what it takes. Don't make no mistakes. And always bring your A game. just looking at any department, you shouldn't be in the ring with Floyd Mayweather.